3 generations deep in making burgers, baby.
It's good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Out of the park.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another fantastic episode of America's Best Restaurants. Today, we find ourselves in Roseville, California, as we are here at Buck Sadie's. And let me tell you, Buck Sadie's is more than just a name. Buck Sadie's is a legacy. So we're gonna go inside, talk to owner Tino and her 2 sons, and find out what this legacy is all about. And we may even have a surprise or 2. So as always, let's go inside, have some fun, and of course, get to the eating. All right, guys, so now I am back in the kitchen with one of the sons of the owner, Tino. I got Chapman right here, and Chapman is going to play a big role in this business going forward. But right now, Chapman, you were hooking me up with something delicious, aren't you?
We're about to make a Sadie's original today.
Chapman, I am ready to rock, dude. Let's go.
Let's get right into it. So we start down here with our 3rd pound Angus beef patties. It's our own proprietary meat blend that we get made for us and shipped out for us. So you're not gonna get this blend anywhere else.
Really?
A little butter down on the grill, a little smash to give it that crisp going.
Oh, nice smash burger.
And let it sizzle. I'm gonna throw a little salt and pepper on there for flavor.
Of course, yes, sir.
Make sure it's nice and seasoned for us. And then while that's cooking, we'll go over here, grab a bun, same thing, just a little butter down on the grill. Make sure we get that nice toast going and everything.
Yes, sir.
Nobody likes a nice hard bun. We like it hot and toasty.
So while we're waiting for this bad boy to cook, you know, talk to me a little bit about what it was like, because you basically grew up in the restaurant business, considering the fact that, you know, your grandfather had owned a major restaurant chain, and then, you know, then down to your mom opening up Buck Sadie's. You know, what's that look like from your perspective?
I've been cooking back here since I was 13 years old, so it's been a lifelong in the restaurant. It's been a great time. I mean, family business is always a little difficult, but at the end of the day, being able to work with your family and do everything together, yeah, we yell at each other here and there, but if you're not yelling at your family, you don't love them. This will be ready to flip right now for you.
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Get right under it.
Woo!
Look at that crust.
Look at that crisp. Oh, there's gonna be so much flavor in that. There's gonna be so much flavor in that crisp right there.
Just have a little cheese on top, let it get melty for you.
Goes down easy if it's cheesy, baby.
Exactly.
Oh, look how that's melting right there. That is getting so melty. That is
Take
getting
these
so
buns
melty.
off the grill for you.
All right.
Put it right there. We'll be all ready here. Take it off the grill. Slide this down there for you. So this is our shanty sauce. It's our house burger spread.
So what kind of flavor am I looking for from that?
A little shallot, a little oniony, a little bit of relish in there as well.
Oh, that sounds dope.
Alrighty, a little lettuce down there. Nice tomatoes for you.
All right.
Some pickles on the bottom for
Just
you.
a classic, American classic.
Oh, nice. A little red onion. And here our namesake thing as well is our little gherkin pickle. Put it right on top, just brings the whole thing together, a little aesthetically pleasing, everything like that.
All right, so now I got this delicious burger, just came hot off the grill, and I am ready to dive right on this. This is the Sadie special. This is their signature dish. I'm gonna take the toothpick with the, what's the thing called?
It's a gherkin.
Gherkin. I'm gonna take it out and take the gherkin, because I have a bad reputation of eating burgers with toothpicks in them and like hurting myself. This is a true story, a real dilemma in my life. I am gonna smash this bad boy right here. Look at that. 3 generations deep in making burgers, baby.
It's good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Out of the park.
You're right. The quality of the meat on that burger, out of this world. So juicy, so tender, and on top of that, that sauce gives you a little bit of tang in there, topped with the cheddar. Cheddar Better 2024, I'm voting for it, baby. Bro, Chapman, you rocked it, bro.
Thank you, thank you.
That burger is amazing. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
Of course, yeah.
You know, you're the future of this business, and I hope you nothing but success, and I hope you keep on rocking it, my
Thank
guy.
you, I appreciate it,
But right now, I'm gonna take this burger into a little quiet corner, and I'm just gonna peacefully eat it myself without any interference from anybody.
Sounds good, you have fun.
Okay, so right now I'm sitting down with 2 very special people. Who are they? Well, they are quite literally Buck and Sadie. It's really great to have you guys here for today's episode of America's Best Restaurants. Obviously, this restaurant has been named after you guys. Before that, you had something very important going on yourself, huh?
Well, yeah, we in 1978, my partner and I started BJ's.
Wow.
There's a few of them around the country now.
So we're talking about BJ's Brew House, right?
BJ's Brew House.
I love that, because I've been to BJ's so many times. I live in Mobile, Alabama right now. So how does it feel to have now 3 generations involved in the restaurant business? I mean, obviously you guys were founders of BJ's. Now you had Tino, your daughter, owning Buck and Sadie's, as well as your son with his pizza establishment.
Yes.
And then now you have your grandchildren involved,
yeah.
and eventually they'll be taken over. What is that like to have that kind of a legacy and dynasty?
Well, it makes you pretty proud, really. We did something right. What's impressing us so much is that they're following in our footsteps.
Yes.
They're not trying to invent the wheel. They know what works, so let's keep it going. Don't break it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so they do wonderful. We're real proud of them.
Yes, sir. Well, Buck, Sadie, thank you so much for sitting down with us. I really appreciate you guys, and it was phenomenal meeting
Thank
you
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Theo.
Okay, so finally I'm getting a chance to sit down, have a conversation with the owner of this wonderful establishment. Ladies and gentlemen, Buck and Sadie's very own Tino and her son Oliver. First, I'm gonna start off with you, Tino. Tino, 2nd generation restaurateur, huh?
I am. That I am.
Was it always your goal or thought process that you were going to get into the restaurant business as well, or was it something that just kind of happened?
Well, once the kids sort of got old enough to really show their passion for cooking, we realized that the next natural thing was to start our own family business. And so we all sat down and created the menu that we have outside of the pizza that we had known. So yes, we eventually realized that this is what we were going to do as a family.
Absolutely. And you mentioned the pizza. So it's your brother that has a pizzeria, am I correct?
So Dad founded BJ's Brew House back in the 70s, and when my brother decided that it was his time to go in the restaurant business, he went into pizza and he named him after our grandma, Selma's Chicago Pizzeria.
Nice.
And we figured we had pizza down, so we were all gonna try something a little different, and that's how Buck and Sadie's was born.
Now, Oliver, tell me about your experience, because I know like you have a real culinary background.
I do, yeah. So I've like she mentioned earlier, food is a big thing in our family. Been cooking from a young age. Went through high school, did my culinary program. All 4 years of high school, did culinary competitions through ProStart, California Restaurant Association, and that kind of stuff. And then, time came to start applying to colleges, and was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then I had a lovely culinary instructor, Angela Ash, who, along with the support of my mom, drove me in the direction to go to the Culinary Institute of America. And there I focused my passion on baking and cooking and just developing a love for food that I have today.
You opened up Buck and Sadie's, and obviously with the intention of your sons being an integral part of this establishment. Fast forward, here we are, 2024. What do you see things going forward? I mean, both of you, I would love to hear your thoughts.
So much. I mean, from my experiences that I've had abroad working at other types of facilities, my background so far has been in like resorts and hotels. And so just bringing that level of elevation that I'm used to, cooking in 5-star, 5-diamond resorts, in Colorado and Napa, and just bringing that elevation to the beautiful foundation that my mom has laid here. Everyone, hears, knows my story and where, I've come from. They're like, so what are you gonna take away? Like, point at the menu, like, are you gonna overhaul everything? Are you gonna remake anything? And there's a reason this place has been here for almost 8 years, coming this April. And so I wanna build on that foundation. We have loyal customers who've been coming to us since the beginning, and they know our quality, they know the product we make, and we're just gonna build on that.
The boys are really going to bring us to modern times. Some of our recipes are 40 years old.
I got to ask this question, and honestly, this is really a question I'm just wondering myself, but I'm sure the people back at home watching this would wonder, but what is it like to be a part of a legacy? Like a dynasty almost, like of, just like the pyramid started at the top with Buck and Sadie, with BJ's, and then just grew from there, to you and your brother both owning restaurants, to now the grandkids, you guys getting involved. Like, what is that like? What does that feel like to have that kind of purpose?
I mean, it seemed like such a natural segue for me. I mean, I started working here when I was 15 years old. I manned a register. People were like, oh my gosh, you're so young to be like in this industry. You're so young to be like working. And it's like, other people don't do this. This isn't the lifestyle. This isn't what you're doing on your weekends. You're not coming in, cooking, doing that kind of stuff. Like I said, it's always been ingrained in me. It's always been a part of me. I've always wanted to pursue it.
So what does the future behold for Buck and Sadie's?
Well, I think the boys are ready to make Buck and Sadie's grow.
Well, a concept that we frequently talk about with our meetings and just like with how we're doing it right here. What do we want for the future? We want to get out of these four walls. We've been here for 8 years. It's time for the world to see us for who we are and what we have to provide. We're not going to keep a great burger. I mean, you can get a penny burger down the street wherever you want, but to get a really good quality and well-loved product, got to come here.
Love to hear it. Love to hear
Yeah.
it. Well, since we're talking about quality, well-done products, right now in front of me, I got a couple of things that I really am trying to sink my teeth into. You know what I'm saying? All right, so what am I looking at here?
So this is our pulled pork sandwich. We call it the oinker. And we slow smoke it with seasonings and for about 12 hours. And then we shred it. We make homemade coleslaw on top of that. And top it with a little bit of barbecue and on our fresh brioche bun, and it's magic in your mouth.
Yeah.
Slaw recipe dating back to the great grandma.
You said a slaw recipe?
Yes, sir.
So I'm not even a big coleslaw fan, and that is delicious. I noticed that from the first bite. I was like, wow, that coleslaw is amazing. Then the flavor on that pulled pork, so delicious. Honestly, a great pulled pork sandwich. I was thinking initially, I was like, where's the barbecue sauce? Like, you know, usually you get barbecue sauce, there's no barbecue sauce in there. I was like, where's the barbecue sauce? Why ain't no barbecue sauce? Then I bit into it and tasted that coleslaw. You don't need the barbecue sauce because the coleslaw, it gives you that sweet hit, gives you a nice little punch to go along with the savory of the pulled pork. That's fire. Yeah, that's fire. And real quick, before I pivot to the wings, we have these Buck and Sadie's mug clubs.
We offer this to our customers. They can join our membership and they will get discounts. They get a special t-shirt, and they come into our special events and they get to drink out of their own mug every time they come in here. It has their name and they get to pick a number on it, and it lasts for a year, and people love drinking out of those.
Nice.
It's a nice big stein.
Best part of the mug club is seeing those familiar faces, right? You come to my bar, I know what mug, I know what you drink, so I got to pour in before you walk through the door.
Absolutely.
That sense of community is something so important for us.
I love that, and that's what makes any bar or restaurant like this very special, when you can make those kind of connections, whether it be friends with friends, patrons with servers, like all types of other stuff. That's what makes it really special, so that is really awesome. All right, so what's this right here? I mean, obviously we know what this is. It's wings. What flavors are we looking at?
So these are all house made again. This is our Buck's Medium. So it's a traditional buffalo sauce, not too hot, not too mild. We have 3 levels of this. It goes from Buck's Medium to Buck's Inferno to Buck's Nuke. We had a huge people wanting hotter sauce, so the Nuke will really blow your head off. This is your traditional. And then we have some garlic parmesan, full of flavor, butter and Parmesan cheese. And then we have Asian sweet chili over here, a little bit of spice, a little bit of sweet, a well-rounded plate of wings, really.
Absolutely. So, yep, she's right. These wings, great flavor, not too hot, gives you a little bit of kick, a little bit of spice, but not gonna kill you. That's just a great wing right there.
Now the real argument's drums or flats.
Drums all day. Drums all day. Sorry.
I couldn't agree more.
Yep.
Thank you.
More meat, more angles.
More meat, and it's just easier to eat. With the flat, I gotta fight with the bone. I gotta try to pull it apart. And then it's like I'm even more of a mess. I got it all over my fingers. It's all over my face just from eating it. Drumstick, I just get right to the point. Get right to the point with a drumstick. And now I'm gonna, what do you call them?
These are Asian sweet chili.
Asian sweet
A
chili.
little bit of sweet, a little bit of spice,
Sounds like me.
blend together. Yeah, just like you.
All right, here we go. I like this guy's talking to me right here. This the one, because it has that little end meat right there that I love. That little, you just pick it off, right? Boom.
A little crispy.
Oh man. Oh man. General Tso's?
House made. General Tino.
That is great flavor right there. You guys ever had a good General Tso's? That's what that reminds me of. Very great, sweet, good sweetness, but not overpoweringly sweet. You can enjoy this meal without, feeling like you're gonna have a sugar rush later. Everything here has been absolutely wonderful. And I really appreciate you guys having America's Best Restaurants here.
Happy to have you. Thanks for coming in.
No, definitely. You guys have a wonderful legacy, that started with quite literally Buck and Sadie. I mean, honestly, it sounded like it started with your grandma with that coleslaw. And then the Buck and Sadie, then the you and your brother, Tino, now the you and your brother. And quite frankly, this is one of the reasons why you guys are one of America's best restaurants, because of that love of food, family, legacy, and for putting out quality food. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank
you
you
for coming.
very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Well, guys, I gotta tell you, we had a really fun time here at Buck Sadie's. I mean, look, the food obviously was delicious. I mean, I love the Sadie Special Burger with their special blend of hamburger meat. That was definitely a juicy, tasty burger that I had. And then, of course, wings. I mean, you can't go wrong with wings. And those garlic parm wings especially hit hard. And wow, that pulled pork sandwich with that coleslaw, man, I was really surprised. The coleslaw took me by surprise. You didn't need barbecue sauce because that coleslaw was that delicious. However, what I can say, today's episode was all about legacy. Hearing how it all started with Buck and Sadie, and even if you want to take it to the generation before them, because that's where the coleslaw was made. But then trickling all the way down to Tino and then her kids. I mean, when you have a legacy and something to pass down to the next generation, let's be honest, that's really what the American dream is all about. And that's why I love this episode of America's Best Restaurants. With that said, unfortunately, it's time for us to keep it pushing. So, I'm Theo Williams for ABR. Hope to see you.